Today we're going to be testing a trading strategy using the QQE mod, so let's get straight to it. Hey trader devs, I hope you're going extremely well. My name's David and welcome to my channel where I go through trading strategies that I find on YouTube and on the web, and then I use code to debunk the bad ones and find the good ones. Today we're going to be looking at a trading strategy which was suggested to me by a member of my Discord group, so big thanks to you and all the members of the Discord group that gives me trading strategies that I can code daily. Okay, so this one is involving the QQE mod. Now, the QQE mod is a modified version of the original QQE indicator, which uses the RSI and ATR bands in this equation. The QQE mod stands for quantitative estimation. Forgive me if I got it the wrong way round. And then to add to that, we're going to be adding a trend meter. The trend meter looks very much like the indicator that you'd find on TradingView to find out whether you're in bullish or bearish markets. It can be used and set up to work with MACDs, RSIs. You can set that up and it gives you a general overlook of the market just with a couple of green and red dots. So I guess the best idea is to get straight over to my computer and have a look at the actual indicators, some of the entries that we would actually get. And then what I'll do is I'll backtest it so that we can test and find if this is really a good trading strategy. As always, if you do have a couple of minutes and you don't mind just whacking that big thumbs up for me if you do enjoy the content and you enjoy the video, don't forget you can also subscribe and come and join us in Discord where you can add all of these indicators to your trading view. Okay, let's get over to the trading strategy. Right, here we are on my computer. So this trading strategy was presented to me inside my Discord, so big thanks to MRD. As you can see, this is the setup. We're going to look at it in a second. So if you are interested in joining our Discord, we are currently about 4,000 members, almost 5,000 members in there. So come and join us and join in the fun and talking about trading and algo trading and code and all of that great stuff. So let's go over to the charts and have a look at the actual setup. So first thing we're going to do is start by going up to indicators up here, and I'm going to add a couple of indicators. Now there is one that I've added on top of the two indicators that MRD has actually added. So we're going to start off with the QQE. So the QQE is the QQE mod, so it's this one here. You may want to change the colors as it's blue and pink at the moment, but there's no problem with that. And then we're looking for the trend meter. So we're going to go METER. Here we have the first one, which was by Lil MC. So we're going to click that and we're going to add that too. And the last one that I'm going to add here is an EMA. The EMA is just literally for the trend direction. Inside the trend meter, you can actually set up the EMAs in your own way. I'm just going to add this for the moment. I'll show you why afterwards. Okay, right, now I'm going to set this EMA first of all to 200, and this is about the only thing that I'm really going to change. I'm going to click here and type 200 in the length. That's going to give us a nice blue line on the screen here, and that's going to be able to help us find the trend direction. I'm currently on the 5-minute BTC USDT for Binance. I always test on this because that's the way I started. I will be looking at other ways of trading in the future, other exchanges, and also maybe currencies and FOREX and all of that great stuff as well soon. But I just try to keep with the things that I started with. Okay, so we have our setup here. What we have is a couple of indicators on our screen. As I said, we have our EMA. So the first thing that we're going to be looking for is if we're looking for a bullish long, we're looking to add the EMA and be above the EMA 200. And if we're looking for a short, we need to be below that EMA 200. And on the QQE mod, it pretty much speaks for itself. When we're above the zero line and the candles are blue here, we're looking for a long. It doesn't have to actually be the blue candles. As far as I could see in the trading strategy, the candles don't even have to be blue. They can be this grey colour, but as long as they're breaking over that zero line, then we're in a bullish time. When we're in the red lines here, we're looking for a short. Same goes for the trend meter down the bottom here. Now there have been a couple of suggestions as to what we're actually doing. Let's have a look at the setups of the trend meter. So the trend meter actually is just a mix of lots of different kinds of indicators. We have the options of having MACD crossovers. So if the MACD crosses over on the 28, 21 and 5, we'll actually take a long and the other way around for a short. There is also, you can have the RSIs set up as they could be above the RSI at 13 below or above 50, the RSI 5 below or above 50. Now it's up to you how you choose how you'd like the actual trading settings set up. I'm going to leave it on default myself at the moment. And the last part we have is the trend bars down the bottom. Now the trend bars down the bottom here are literally just MA crossovers, so we're looking to be above AMA, which I was talking about earlier. Our 200 EMA could be a bit redundant, but I like to add a 200 EMA sometimes for the trend direction. Okay, let's have a look to see if we can find an entry here. So for us to be in a bullish zone, we're looking for the QQE to cross over just like this. We're looking to be in the green. So all of these green dots have to be green. The two lines below have to be green as well. As you can see, this green dot appears when we're ready for all of those to go across green. And we're above the zero line here. We're above the 200 EMA as we come just here, so I'm going to put a long in here. So our long position would have been this candle just here. Now, depending on how you find, dependent on your trading strategy, I believe that the default settings for this one was 1. Okay, just for the examples, what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually hide the 200 EMA for the moment. The reason being is it's just something that I've added myself for a bit more confidence, and I found whilst coding this that it was better. But I'm going to hide that, and we're going to add our first entries. Okay, so when I'm looking for a long, I'm literally going to be waiting for the QQE to be crossing over that zero line, and we're looking for all of the trend meters dots to be in green. So the first one would be around here. This is our first entry just here. I'm going to add an entry just there, so this is going to be our first entry just here. So we're looking for a 1 to 1.5 risk to reward. Here we could actually have a 1 to 1.5% just here. Now that would work absolutely perfectly. I will be backtesting the best possible ways of taking profit and things like that as we go along, but that was our first entry. Now let's look for a short. As you know, as always, I am cherry picking just to find the best entries so that we can see how this trading strategy works together. Okay, so we're looking for the QQE to cross over that zero line. We have an entry just here. We're looking to be in red all over here. So as you can see, we have an absolutely perfect entry just here as well. So we would get in just here on this candle here. And we're looking for a 1% stop loss and a 1.5 take profit. As you can see, that would have been an absolute perfect entry just as well. So there are two perfectly cherry-picked entries. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go away and code all of this. I will be adding back the EMA to see if that gives us better confluence or not. And we'll be testing a couple of other indicators alongside to see if we can get better entries. So as always, I will be adding this to the DaviddTech boilerplate so that we can actually properly backtest using the backtester for TradingView. I'll also be able to set up my own rules for risk management and maybe even use ATRs or something like that to find a good setup for the stop loss and take profits. Okay, so I'm going to go straight over to my computer. Let's cue that music and let's start coding.
Come on, David, and once again he's gone to code a new strategy. He'll be back in just 5 minutes. RSI and MACD. If he doesn't run into any bugs, there will be a new strategy. Come on, David, hurry up. Come on, David, show us what you got. Come on, David, our patience running out. Come on, David, show us what you got.
Okay, here we are back at my computer. Okay, so what I've done is I have completely coded this as was specified in the actual original trading strategy. As always, I have to try to keep to the model itself. I haven't changed anything in particular. I have moved over to Ethereum USDT because I did realize that inside of the screenshot that we have here that we were on Ethereum USDT. So I have moved over to that. Now they're the only things that I've actually changed at the moment. Now I did not ask, I forgot to ask what the actual stop loss and the take profit settings were. I know that they're a risk to reward of 1 to 1.5. I don't know if that's in percentage, if it was using an ATR band or whatsoever. But yeah, so let's have a look at some of these entries. As you can see, we're getting our entry points here for shorts and both for longs. They're all shorts here. There's one long just here. So everything seems absolutely perfect. We're using the algorithm, we're using the QQE cross, as I said. So let's have a look at the strategy settings back test. Now this is to take with a pinch of salt, as I said, because I don't know how the actual the take profits were set and the stop loss. So absolutely a naked trading strategy with no boilerplate settings or anything like that. As you can see, the basic settings are quite good. We have 82 trades, only a 46% win rate, but we'll work on that in a minute. We only have a 9% max drawdown, and we have a 1.5 for net profit. So I have actually used the optimizer to optimize the trading strategy to get better settings, and this is what I come up with. And the reason that I was using the 200 EMA earlier is that, as you can see, the optimizer has decided to use ATR bands for taking profit and an RT risk to reward of 3. So we're going to be adding these ATR bands that I talk about quite often. ATR bands here, which will give us a kind of a band around our price that you can see if you zoom right in here. We set our stop loss on the lower band, and then we do a take profit on a risk to reward. As always, I've set the take profit to trail and this trailing stop loss, so it protects our capital the whole way. Okay, and as always, let's have a look at some of the other settings here. As you can guess, I have actually added the 200 EMA as I was talking about it earlier. The 200 EMA is giving us our shorts and longs, so working out in which way the direction is going. And lastly but not leastly, I have actually added the ADX. The ADX, as you know, is my favorite indicator. I keep telling everybody. I have started to see a lot of other YouTubers actually using the ADX recently. Now, I'm not saying that it was me that discovered this indicator, because it obviously wasn't, but I have been talking about it for quite a while. It seems like the ADX really is one of the best indicators for filtering out bad trades and even finding entries as well. Now this is on another algorithm using an EMA, which I actually created. And that was the only things that we use. Oh yes, and the flat market. The flat market is an indicator that I've added as well. Okay, so let's have a look at some of these entries. As you can see, we have bigger entries with bigger stop losses. This is a 4% win here with a 2% stop loss. We have a 1.5% stop loss. So yeah, so it seems very good. Let's have a look at the strategy tester. Now, as always, this is on the 5-minute time frame, so you can't expect mega amounts of trades, but we have 34 trades and 26% net profit. A profit factor of 1.9, which is very good, and a win rate of 79.41%. If I go over here, you can see that we had total wins of 27 to 7 losses, and we had max wins in a row 8 and max losses in a row of 3. Now, I always like to try and backtest this using the replay tool. Now, to do that, we can go over to here and go to the list of trades. First of all, let's have a look at the buy to hold. We would have lost 0.89% if we were buying to hold return. So we completely smashed that, as always.
Smash.
Right, let's scroll down to the bottom of this trading panel here and see if we can get some more results, so we can test it on a bigger period. So to do that, I'm going to go up to the replay feature up here, and then we click there, and that will give us even more results to look at the result to see if it was continuously profitable even on the longer run. So as you can see, this one is 84% profitable. We have 25 more closed trades, 10% net profit. So the net profit isn't absolutely huge, but we have a very high win rate, and it's profitable on 2 replays, which is always good. That means that it's been optimized on one set of results, and then when we take it over to another set of results, it continues to be profitable, which is always a good thing. If I go over to another pair as well, I could try on Ethereum, as the volatility would be pretty close. Let's have a look to see if we're profitable on Ethereum as well. As you can see, even on Ethereum's even better. I can see why we were looking at Ethereum earlier. We have a 91.3%, which is absolutely amazing. 91.3 win rate, so that's a 91.3% win rate. We have 36% profit, we have 23 closed trades, and a 6 profit factor, which is huge on that one there. Total number of wins would have been 21, total losses was 2, we had wins in a row was 8, maximum wins in a row was 8, and max losses was 1. So as you can see, another great suggested strategy from the Discord. Thank you very much for suggesting all these strategies to us. Any strategy. It seems that over the past couple of weeks, since I've updated the boilerplate, that we can actually see that a good risk to reward and a risk management system inside of a trading strategy is primordial and is something that's very, very important and can almost make any trading strategy profitable. So as always, guys, I hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, please don't forget to give it a good old thumbs up. I look forward to seeing you again on Friday, and in the meantime, don't forget you can always add these trading strategies to your trading view, connect them to bots on things like Alertatron, 3 or something like that. And without further ado, guys, I'll say keep safe, keep coding. I'll see you on Friday, or maybe sometime during the week if you're on Discord in the live streams. Take care, keep safe, keep coding. See you soon. Goodbye.